the world of real estate, relationships are everything. They cultivate trust, loyalty, and ultimately lead to your success. So, why not spend the holiday season ensuring that you are really fostering those relationships? It's a no-brainer. And here's how to do it on social media. I am so happy that you stumbled upon this content. I am Christy, the president and CEO of Flow Business Solutions, and we are a digital marketing and social media company. And each month that we provide a completely free newsletter with tips and tricks specifically for real estate agents to help them grow their business. And it is social media focused, but there's also a lot of other really great ideas because, as we know, you cannot just live in a social media silo. So there are things that you can do outside of social media, but then also how to incorporate them into your social media. So definitely follow along, download the document, and let us know if you have any questions. So as November begins, take a moment to evaluate your engagement strategies. Personalized communication can leave a lasting impression. Think about sending customized messages and DMs to acknowledge your clients' unique little things that they have shared, either with you personally or on social media, and really use that opportunity to connect with them. I'm not saying this in a super salesy way, but I cannot preach enough how important it is that you are not a go on and post and log out type of person. No one wants to just have someone spitting out information to them constantly. What they want is someone to engage with, someone to connect with. So, as part of your morning routine, and remember, we do have that 30-minute checklist that can help you figure out where you should be spending your time on social media. So you can always download that. The link is below. But make sure that you are not only posting content, but then going on and engaging with your network's content, reading it, writing responses and comments that are actually truly from your heart, not just yay or awesome, anything like that. If someone has a big accomplishment in their life, take a moment, say congratulations, tell them that you're proud of them. Not only is that going to help you grow your business, but it's also just a good thing to do as a human being. And fostering those connections, especially with the holidays coming up, can make a world of difference in all aspects of someone's life. So just do it. There is nothing that is going to be negative from congratulating and engaging and connecting with your network. Now, with the holidays fast approaching, which is mind-numbing to me, it is a really good time to get creative. We have so many clients who do the most amazing give back things. You know, they deliver pies to their clients or they hold some sort of event for their clients in their network to really show that appreciation of thanks. Again, this is really important that you are not just posting something and then being like, yeah, you have to follow through with it. Of course, you have to be that trusted source. If you say you are going to deliver pies to your clients, if you say you are going to donate to a charity, do it. Obviously, it is really, really important for your brand to ensure that you take some time this month to really think about causes and people and connections near and dear to your heart, whether it is some sort of giveaway for client appreciation where you take something personally to your clients, whether it is a donation or if it is just a party to say thank you. Those are all really, really important things as you go into this season to not only stay top of mind with your clients, but also build that trust with them so that they understand how much you appreciate their business and their referrals. Another way to do this is with Small Business Saturday coming up, all sorts of local businesses you can highlight. That's huge because you're promoting other business owners in your community, which is an amazing thing to do because I think we all would love to see small businesses thrive, especially the ones that are managed and run really well and are owned by people in our community. So make sure that you take that time. That is another great way to foster connections. And from the business side of it, it shows that you know your stuff, you know your area, and that you are supporting other people in your community. By nurturing these relationships, you are really going to set yourself up for success personally and professionally in 2025. So make sure that you start now. So that is my little rant. And I'm very passionate about that because even though, yes, you can use it as a business opportunity, it can be an incredibly hard time of year for specific people. Maybe you never know what's going on with people or businesses. And just giving that tiny, tiny, tiny little appreciation and encouragement could mean a world of difference to them. So just make sure that you do it. I know we will be doing it at Flow just to make sure that everyone knows how much that we love and appreciate and just are so grateful and thankful for their support of our small business. So I'm going to shift gears a little bit and go into our Stay in Flow challenge, which is not directly related. However, it is very, very important and will help layer on to that success in 2025 professionally. So, one of the things as the year ends, it is very common and a good idea if you have not gotten stories and experiences and testimonials from your clients this year to ensure that you think back to some of the purchases or sales that your clients have done through you in this year and make sure that you gather those testimonies and the buyer experience or seller experience with you. This goes far beyond having someone say, I loved working with so and so. This is about what their experience and their journey was. So if you have some clients from this year that you became super close with, you had a wonderful relationship, go ahead and ask them, say, hey, can you put something together about your experience of working with me? Or alternatively, absolutely no shame in asking them if they wouldn't mind if you drafted something for them and then sent it to them for them to tweak. Obviously, you are part of that experience. So that is another way to get that process started. People are busy, but now would be the time to start asking for those before we get in between Thanksgiving and Christmas, because then people are super busy. So ask for those because those are going to be really important, again, in building that trust and unique, individualized experiences with your clients speak volumes to potential clients. Another effective strategy is utilizing social media for these stories and experiences through potentially a client spotlight series to help celebrate those past clients. So make sure that you are highlighting those people. Of course, ask for their permission to share their story. You could even make it somewhat anonymous, but tell those real life stories. Do not just post like, here's a graphic, static, nothing. Tell a story. People want to hear your story. They want to hear stories. So that is another way that you can absolutely use this strategy, even if you are not getting specific videos or testimonials or stories from clients. You can tell it from your perspective and share that out on social media. As always, download the document because there's a lot more in there about all of this that I am spitting at you right now, but download it, read it. There's some really good information in there about what type of content you could be using for the Stay in Flow challenge to help promote your brand in a very authentic way this holiday season. Now, transitioning into your suggestions to share this November. So here's a couple things to help engage your network in your community this month. Thanksgiving charity drives are huge. They help your community. They foster that community feel, that engagement. We have a lot of clients who will partner with local businesses and local charities to organize food and clothing drives. It gives back to your community. It engages a lot of local businesses and it engages your clients, the other small businesses that you're collaborating with. It engages their clients. So there's no reason not to do this, especially if you can get other small businesses involved, restaurants or clothing stores. Most of us as small business owners know other small business owners. So see who wants to all band together and make as big of an impact as possible. The reason I'm suggesting brick and mortar stores is because that is going to reduce your heavy lift during this crazy time anyway, in that you can put bins at their stores and say, hey, here are the drop-off locations. There are very few small businesses who are going to say no to you asking if you can put bins in their stores because you are then pushing your entire network to walk in the doors of their business. So it is a win-win situation. It's a win-win-win situation. It's a win for you fostering that authentic communication and engagement with your network. It is a win for the businesses that are letting you set up bins at their brick and mortar stores. And it is a win for the community and the charity that you are donating to because they are going to get a lot more for the people in your community who may need it the most this holiday season. The next thing is home maintenance checklist. So the seasons are changing, the temperatures are dropping. Make sure that you are telling people what they need to do. Every single year, the first freeze, we continually see horror stories of people's pipes freezing. So make sure you're telling people about what they need to be doing as we are in fall and to think forward to winter, especially if you are in northern states that get colder quickly. The pipe thing is huge, but there's also a lot of other things, gutter cleanings, different inside, outside maintenance items that will A, help with your bills over the winter, B, just to help you stay sane over the winter in a lot of ways, and really, again, foster those relationships with your past clients who then go, huh, they didn't just sell me a house, take the commission and run. They are still actively giving me advice. That is the kind of realtor that I want to refer to my friends. So make sure that you are continuing to foster those relationships with helpful advice, not just salesy stuff. You will see 99% of the time, we are not suggesting that you are doing cold calls, warm calls, hitting these people up. Hey, you want to sell your house? We are suggesting, because this is what works on social media, is that you provide helpful, useful information to your past clients, your future clients, and honestly, anyone in your network, because referrals are huge. Even if your network lives out of state or out of town or somewhere that you don't live or sell homes, guaranteed, we hear it all the time. Hey, I have a friend who is moving to your area. I know you're a realtor. Could you help? There you go. You got a client. So just make sure that you are constantly giving those helpful ideas to your network. So the next thing that I want to suggest that you do this year, and this is something that we're going to do at Flow because it is just that important. And if you are anything like us, our entire team, myself included, has had a lot that has happened personally in 2024. And so we suggest that you do a gratitude challenge where you give a daily gratitude, invite your audience to also share their gratitudes. Now, while sometimes these gratitudes may seem over the top or whatnot, it can be really, really helpful for your audience and for yourself and for your company, for everyone to just see what you are grateful for. It does not have to be, and honestly, it shouldn't be these big, extravagant things. It can be little everyday things. That really, really, really resonates with your audience. But the most important thing here is that it has to be authentic. Please don't make stuff up. Don't do it if you don't genuinely feel gratitude for something. Like I have said before in this video, you never know who may read that and who may need to read that in that moment, especially as we go into the holiday season. So it's something really, really beneficial that you can post on your social media. Throwback Thursday is, and you don't have to call it a Throwback Thursday, but it can just be to remind you to post on Thursdays. Looking back on the year and talking about the ups and the downs and everything that was memorable over the year is not only really like therapeutic and cathartic for you, but also really fun for your clients that you had this year who may see themselves in some of those memories. But again, I feel like a broken record. Those things need to be authentic. Please don't just post like, I sold so many houses this year. Yay, go me. Make sure that you're including things like, this was a really difficult thing that happened to me this year. This was something that I didn't understand when it happened, why it was happening, but this is what I learned from it. Of course, funny things. Hey, in 2024, I something crazy weird that happened to you this year. And then, yes, you can celebrate those successes too, but these types of reflections don't work and don't feel authentic if they are constantly just boasting how amazing you are. Talk about the real life struggles and how you overcame them. That's very encouraging to your audience. So do it. This is a very long video for what we normally do on these, but I don't know. I've had a lot to say. Social media holiday posts for the month of November. Daylight savings time, first of all, big one, important. Make sure everyone knows it's on November 3rd. Veterans Day is on November 11th, and Thanksgiving is on November 28th. So, really, really important things to post about. But there's a ton of other ideas in the tips and tricks document for November. So, again, make sure you download it and look at them. There's World Kindness Day. There's National Entrepreneurs Day. That is a great day for real estate agents because each and every one of you are entrepreneurs. That is on November 19th. So make sure to take a look at this full list in the document because it will give you a ton of ideas. Okay, and the last thing, sorry that this video has been so long, but we have your social snapshot for the month. Quick guide, simple platform updates that you need to know about. First one is the Reels editing tool. This is a new feature for Reels, including advanced audio mixing options, putting different types of audios all in one reel, AI effects, the ability to add text overlays, and allowing for a lot more expression. So, of course, Reels are constantly changing, but there have been some big updates to Reels. Last month, we mentioned about the being able to add collaborators after you post a reel on Instagram, which is huge in case you forget or you accidentally tag them or something got messed up in translation. And these tools for Reels continue to grow. So make sure that you go check them out. LinkedIn has updated the user agreement and privacy policy. There are user agreement and privacy policy changes happening on LinkedIn. You will probably get those notifications if you have not already. It is standard. It is happening. It is not spam. It is real and it is good for you. The last thing that I want to this is not new by any stretch of the imagination. However, we want to make sure that you are protecting your account. I hate when clients are like, I got hacked, I got kicked out, I don't know how to get back in, I can't get back in, whatever, because there is no working with Facebook and Meta. I mean, it is nearly impossible to get it back, right? So secure your account, use a strong password, use two-factor authentication, be cautious of any link you get on all of these platforms. There is a section for notifications and emails directly from the platform. So if you ever get an email and you don't know if it's real or not, go into the platform. If you are not getting a notification there in your settings, then that email is not real. You can also check to see where you're logged in. And if you're logged in a weird location, log it out and change your password. You can set it up so that you can get notifications in different ways for different types of activities that are happening on your accounts so that you know if there is anything suspicious. It can be a pain. Yes, no one likes having to go through the 2FA process all the time. However, I can guarantee you, because I've seen it and I've dealt with it a million times before, you do not want to get hacked. So take the extra 2 seconds when you log in to do 2FA. So I know that was a lot of content this month, but make sure that you download the document, follow us on social media, and reach out to us if you have any questions about anything that we talked about in this video or in the tips and tricks document. And make sure to subscribe so that you know when each of our monthly tips and tricks videos come out. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.